Hello, welcome back to another tip. So in this tip, I'm actually going to be using the same map as the one of the previous tip videos, but in this video, I'm going to actually be showing one of the ways you should micro your sheep when you are playing. So here we find the sheep, move the sheep in. We're going to scout with these sheep. I'm going to try to not scout as much with the sheep and just focus on the town center which is what I really kind of want to talk about here. So obviously you should always scout with your sheep, but for the purpose of this video, it's not really what I'm showing. So I'm not going to scout too much. Um, Anyways, what I want to show in this video is like one thing that a lot of players do wrong when they're microing their sheep, and this is a very helpful tip, especially in situations where the game is very laggy. So one thing I notice is that when players are going like to drop off food, right? They first of all they drop off food at a weird time. So like right now I don't need to drop off food because I have another villager queued, right? Here obviously, can I micro my villager over here? I don't know if I can. Can't, so I'll just go to the next sheep. Anyways, a lot of times though, players will always drop all the food. Like here, again, just be patient, wait for the food to come in, right? But I see a lot of like a lot of times people are. You can see this villager's almost made, right? They're gonna force drop with all the villagers. Okay, right now we have 34 food. If we drop with all these villagers, we're 100% sure that we're gonna probably have that 50 food. But the thing is we don't need to drop with all the villagers. We only need to drop with maybe 3 of them, right? If you see here, this villager has 4, this villager has 9, and this villager has 5, right? That's gonna be enough food for us to get the 50, right? In laggy situations, if you try to drop with all your villagers, a lot of times what happens is you will drop, but the time it takes to put the villager back on sheep will cause you to lose, probably between like, 5 and 15 food, right? Which is obviously isn't ideal, especially early game. You really want to make sure your TC is always idle or always running and not idle, and you want to avoid getting loom early. So you want to make sure that you only drop with the required number of villagers. So in this situation, I think when you're about 15 food off, 3 or 4 is probably going to be sufficient, right? And that way, if we drop with these villagers and it's laggy and they end up being idle for a little bit, at least these other villagers are still working, right? So we're still getting good use out of them. We're not losing the food from them being idle as well. So here we're just going to take 3 villagers, drop, and make another villager, right? And we probably could almost use those same villagers the next time as well, because if you see here, the other villagers are going to drop when they hit 10, right? Well, we'll see. I think this sheep's running out here, so we'll probably be good. So here, that sheep just runs out. All right, so again, we're at 21 food here, right? In laggy games, obviously you want to try to drop before the like probably like 80%ish. So here, right, we're getting ready. We see they haven't dropped yet. Drop, right? Obviously that probably wouldn't work the best in the laggy situation. But anyways, you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. People think that it's not a big deal, right? But I was doing build order tests with my clan, and a lot of players were having a lot of idle TC time, or they were losing a lot of extra food by just always dropping with all the villagers. That includes when you're doing the boar as well. I mean, obviously, if you have 0 food and you just started gathering the boar, fine. You can drop with all the villagers in order to try to get the 50 food. But if you know that the villagers have been gathering for a while and you're only like 10 food shy or something, don't drop with all the villas. Drop with just a couple of them, right? I noticed that the better players in my clan always did this, right? And they always got better up times and they never had to get loom early because they always had a constant villager production. So anyways, hopefully that tip helped you guys, and I'll see you in the next tip video. Peace.